There's a full moon rising on July 29th. This is your full moon forecast with Vedic astrology. My name is Oeli. Once a month, the moon becomes opposite from the sun and shines her full light. And this is always a very special time. In the Vedic calendar, this full moon is called Guru Purnima. And that means that it's the full moon that is dedicated to our teachers and everything that we've been taught, both spiritually, in our lives, our parents, everything. So this is a special time where we say thank you for that knowledge. Now, in the West, often when we hear guru, we go, ooh, that's very foreign. There's some bad associations to it. But all that in Sanskrit, that word means that which helps you dispel the darkness. Okay. And that is why it's associated with knowledge, learning things, because when we learn things, we bring more light in our lives and in our awareness. Okay. And that's the whole point of our spiritual knowledge. It just brings light. It kind of takes away some of the confusion. And so, in this way, a guru is the one who dispels the darkness, who helps kind of lift some of the darkness from our heart, our head, and our reality. Now, this full moon is shining bright in the stars of Capricorn, and Jupiter has an aspect on it because it's currently exalted in the stars of Cancer, right opposite to it, right? Now, Jupiter is very close to the sun, so this is a time where when the sun goes over Jupiter every year, it happens every year. This is a time where we say Jupiter gets a spiritual cleanse. It like gets her to spiritual cleanse, and because we have this Guru Purnima, the special full moon, this is a time where it's a good to review how we relate to our long-term commitments. Jupiter rules over commitment. So anything that has to do with Jupiter, it's a good time to do an inner review over what you can improve, what your relationship is with that situation. So how we're showing up for our kids, your relationship to commitments, your relationship to your partner, how committed you actually are to that relationship, how you've been showing up. Um, how you've been loving or not, supportive or not. Um, um, Jupiter rules over a sense of forgiveness and family, so there could be some themes around family forgiveness, finally letting go of certain things. This is a good full moon to call in some of that energy in our space, in our homes, to do some incense. You can see I have the incense going. So to do some cleansing incense in your mind, things you've been carrying too much, in your heart, things that have been weighing on you, and in your house, clearing things in your house, doing a little refresh is nice, helps clear the energy. um Now, under this full moon, if you do have family, we talk, Jupiter rules over family life, so if you do have family, this is a lovely night to gather together. You can do game night, you can do whatever your family is into, but it's a nice time to come together with kids and husband and do something lovely. um Cook a special meal, pick up a special dessert. I don't know, but do something that's lovely for you and your unit and your family unit, that brings love and harmony and happiness. Okay. If you're on your spiritual path, this is a lovely night to join any sangha, go to the temple, go to drop by your church, light some incense, light a candle, listen to some mantra. You can sit and meditate, you can pray, you can do a journaling. This is very nice full moon to do a journaling, to do a check-in with what you're wanting to open up in your life, what you're wanting to commit to for the next few months, where you're at with your heart, where you're at with your heart, where you're at with your life, and what you truly want. And this is a good time to kind of get really, because there is this full moon has quite this goodness energy. It's a good time to check in with your inner compass, and and you know adjust your arrow or your drishti, your focus. Okay. Full moon. And of course, if you're up at night, if you wake up, go look. It's a very nice practice to just look at that moon, be under the moonlight. It's always so enchanting. I find it always so enchanting. It's very special. So this is your full moon forecast and check-in. um, Please be aware. Okay. The rest of August. This is a very sweet full moon, so enjoy it. And I'm really highly encouraging you to enjoy it. After that, we're going into eclipses, okay? eclipses. It's, things come up in eclipses, and Jupiter will be part of the will be close to the eclipse. That's the dark moon eclipse that's taking place on August 12th. Okay, so that means that it gives it a little protection, uh, uh, which is nice. We like that, but just be aware this isn't after this full moon. This is a time where especially if you're married, especially if you're in a relationship, this is a time where you want to be really patient with your partner. This isn't the time where you want to go to therapy and try to figure things out between the two of you. Eclipses are just difficult time. They can be challenging. If one or the other is acting a bit strange or getting on your nerves or resentments come up, just um, try to be patient and sort through that maybe more in September, have a little bit more grace. And I'm talking about your partner, but that also goes to anyone. You know, people drive like a lot more, they're a little bit more antsy, angst, you know, a little bit more on edge. Just know that it can be for some it can be really challenging, like unsettling energy. So this is between August, right? You know, August 7 and August 27, the next full moon, that's going to be a lunar eclipse. And this is time for patience, love, compassion, be present in your life. If things come up with your relationship, be more like water and be like patient and rather than reactive. Um, Especially, and I mentioned a few time relationship because Venus is also going to be debilitated. So my voice, you can hear my voice is already rasping. So Venus can be challenging on health, but it's challenging on relationships too, on our ability to connect. Okay, so be gentle with August. Don't fight it. What comes, comes. The eclipse day is a good time for meditation, for keeping things simple. Sometimes during eclipse, we get impulsive. People get impulsive. They're like, oh my God, nothing's working out for me. I need to change my whole life. And just go a little, you know, I told you, it can make you a little like funny. Yeah, eclipses can make you a little too impulsive. So um that's why you have to rein yourself back and stay really grounded and really patient. And if there are things you do want to change, if there are awareness that come to you, you wait until after the eclipse window, so beginning of September, to kind of put the ignition in. So we just say whatever comes during the eclipse, it's something that you sit with for a couple weeks before you move it, okay? We don't change our whole life during eclipses. It's not a good idea. Um, trust me. Okay. Um, but other than that, it will be August. Oh, and it's also, yeah, just driving mindful. You know, if people are being stupid, and just let them be stupid. Yeah. And you can just let them pass you if they want to drive so fast. That's fine. To each his own. To each their own. Something like that. All right. What else we got? That's our month of August. September will be lovely. September has a really sweet, lovely energy, and then we're going to pick pitru paksha, which is always interesting, but we'll talk about that. All right, that's all the update. I'm wishing you a happy full moon. I hope you have a lovely time.